So Nobody 2 is the sequel to 2021's Nobody. Nobody 2 was directed by Timo Gianto, and just like with the first film, we once again follow Hutch, who was once again portrayed by Bob Odenkirk, who in the events of this film just wants to take his family on vacation. However, whilst on this vacation, when a couple of residents of this town decide to be unkind, and that's an understatement, to not only his son, but to also his daughter, Hutch takes matters into his own hands. Before I continue on with today's video, I just wanted to say, welcome to my channel, everybody. For those of you who are coming by my channel for the very first time, be sure to hit that subscribe button to not miss a future video, whether it's a feature review, a reaction, top 5, top 10, or whatever I've coming your way. And join me on my journey to 10K subscribers and beyond, because believe me when I say this, guys, you are not going to want to miss the cool stuff I have coming your way. And for those of you who are coming back to my channel, by the way, welcome back, everybody. You have no idea how happy I am to see your faces once again. And let's also start a conversation below as well. What do you guys think of Nobody 2? Are you excited for the film? What are your hopes of this movie? What are your fears about Nobody 2? Let me know below. Alrighty, guys, so let's get into Nobody 2.
Excellent!
I was really looking forward to Nobody 2, not only because of how much I love that first film, but another reason why I was looking forward to Nobody 2 is because the director Timo Gianto, who I'm pretty sure I butchered his name twice now, but Timo Gianto is such an awesome filmmaker. He did co-direct Safe Haven with Gareth Evans as a part of VHS 2, but also as of recently, or I should say a couple of years ago, he directed The Night Comes For Us, which I finally saw recently, and that movie is just... I was not expecting Nobody 2 to blow Nobody 1 out of the water, except for the action department, knowing that Timo Gianto was making this film. And man, I gotta tell you all right now, Nobody 2 is a damn good time. Bob Odenkirk is just such a great actor, and the thing that blows my mind is this. Isn't Bob Odenkirk, I believe, in his 60s right now? Let me double check his age right now, just to be safe. The man is 62. Good lord. But the pedigree of this guy's talent, from what he has done in his career, and now knowing that essentially has become like a Liam Neeson, where he's an older guy, specifically Bob Odenkirk in his 60s, and the fact that Bob Odenkirk can actually, you know, throw down in an action film and kick some ass, making it look like that, yeah, you do not want to mess with this guy, nor with his family, especially with his daughter. Bob Odenkirk, you can tell, is having such a great time in this film, and you can also tell he's having a great time doing these action sequences. Christopher Lloyd is such a national treasure, and seeing this man in his age just having fun throwing down Bob Odenkirk in these action roles, it put a big smile on my face. One of the reasons why I was really looking forward to Nobody 2 was because knowing that the director of this film is Timo Gianto, knowing how he films action sequences, I was looking forward to seeing how he put his stamp into this franchise and the story. And man, Timo Gianto, as you can expect, directs some really, really fun, and not to mention some really well-staged action sequences. There are some beats within these action sequences that make these action sequences not only way more fun, but also really, really funny. In particular, an action sequence that takes place on a duck boat that had easily some of the biggest laughs of the movie, and not to mention as well, an action sequence that takes place as this booby-trapped amusement park, which was once again just so much fun. That brings me to something else that I loved about Nobody 2, and that is how stylistically, especially how it's shot compared to that first film, where Nobody 1 essentially had this more dark, grittier noir look to it with these more muted colors, with some parts where the colors definitely did burst. Nobody 2, more than anything else, is a film that explodes with color. It has this great summer National Lampoon's Vacation action vibe to it while also having the action of a John Wick-like film. But above all else, something else that I really liked about Nobody 2 is that this movie was just simply put just a really, really good time at the movies. Knowing that Nobody 2 is literally around the 90-minute mark, this movie is just a breezy, action-packed, bloody good time at the movies, and for a movie that's starting to end the summer movie season, I really couldn't have asked for a better film to just breeze on through the last month of summer and just offering just a good old action-packed time at the movies.
Well, that's just fucking great!
Nobody 2 is most definitely a damn good time at the movies, but I will say this, is it better or as good as that first film? I do not think so. One of the reasons why is because I do think that the biggest flaw in this movie is the film's storytelling. While Nobody 2 is most definitely entertaining throughout its 90-minute runtime, this movie is a breeze to get through and it's a fun action film. But I do have to say that the biggest issue that I have with this film, especially when it gets to a certain bit, and I should say this where a certain character enters the fray, this is at least to me where the storytelling does falter. The film's story I feel like just kind of gets weak and it gets a bit more predictable and things just get a tad bit more obvious as the film gets towards the third act. Something else that I gotta talk about, and that is the film's villain portrayed by Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone, when I heard she was in this movie, I got so freaking excited knowing the role that she was playing. And although you can tell that she is having a great time hamming it up, her villain is just so unhinged that her character felt just more like a cartoon and just felt like a character that belonged in a completely different movie.
And here we go.
So overall, Nobody 2 is a damn good time. I do prefer the first one more for the storytelling, but as an action movie, it kicks a lot of ass. All in all, I'm gonna give Nobody 2 a 3.5 out of 5. Nobody 2 is just a damn good time at the movies, and if you're looking for just a fun action movie, go to this movie, guys. It is a damn good time. I hope you all enjoyed my review of Nobody 2. If so, please hit the like button, or if you dislike this review, hit the dislike button. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click it right there or right there. And of course, until my next review or video goes live, I'll see you all next time.